Hello friends, welcome to the series of lectures on digital marketing and e-commerce, and I am Dr. Suchita Vishwakarma, Assistant Professor with Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. In today's lecture we are going to talk about mobile marketing. Students, you all are very much I will say addicted to mobiles, and probably not only you, everyone in this today's era is addicted to mobiles. We are in a habit of checking the mobile, the whatever what has come into our mobile. I mean, in terms of messages, in terms of WhatsApp messages, in terms of who is calling us every day, right from the morning to late to the time that we sleep. And mobile is something that every individual keeps it along with itself, and this is something which is incompatible to any other device, because the kind of addiction or kind of dependency that we have on mobiles is not cannot be compared with any other device. We do not carry our laptops or any other home equipments every time along with us, but then obviously we do keep the mobile in our hands or in our pockets every time that we are there at home, or maybe even when we are traveling outside, or maybe even when that we are at our workstations or so. And we are always in a habit that we keep on checking that every 5 minutes or 10 minutes we keep on checking that yes, what is new that has come up in our mobiles, in terms of I mean obviously the messages and so. So, marketers actually started realizing the kind of addiction that people have on mobile, and the kind of dependency that people had on mobiles, and find it as a very lucrative opportunity to market their products on the mobiles. That means this mobile is nowadays acting as is providing us a multiple touch points, and companies do not wanted to not to utilize this particular or this particular kind of touch point, and they wanted to optimize or probably leverage on this opportunity that through the mobiles they will be able to reach each and every individual anytime, and the company will get an opportunity to get connected through various kinds of things that we do on the mobile. So, let us today in this particular lecture talk about mobile marketing, and talk about that how one can start up with mobile marketing, how a company or a manager can decide get what are the benefits that mobile marketing can provide to any company, and what are the different ways through which mobile marketing can be done. So, let us talk about it. So, as you can see, mobile so it is basically a device, and this device helps us get connected with people all around in multiple platforms. We get connected with our family, friends, people all across the world, not only through the voice calls, but also through the messages. It could be in the form of text messages, it could be in the form of WhatsApp messages, it could be in the form of Instagram posts, it could be in the form of various social media platforms, platform apps that you can see on this in the form of the icons which are displayed on the mobile devices. And then obviously we have lot of other features also in terms of games. That means mobile devices provides us the platform to entertain ourselves through the games, through the various kind of the series of audios and the videos, or maybe the movies that we can see through Netflix, through Amazon Prime, or any other. And then we also have access to lot of informations in the form of the podcast, in the form of news applications, and then we also have the opportunity to get connected to our various banking websites and so on. So, that means the everything has got compressed and is now in the hold of our hand through this mobile device. So, you can say that mobiles are a kind of mobile marketing is a kind of multi-channel or digital marketing strategy which aims at reaching the target audience through their smartphones, tablets, or mobile devices via websites, emails, SMS, MMS, social medias, and various other applications. So, you can over here understand that what was the relevance of the companies entering into this kind of marketing approach, because everyone is now using mobile, even the people from the rural backgrounds also they too also have an access to mobiles. And after I mean somewhere around if I can properly recall, somewhere around in 2000, 2002, 2003 around, when in India Reliance came up with their very affordable mobiles, then the mobiles in India were reached to all the people across the country, and even to the rural areas, even to the lower economic section of the society also. So, mobile is something which is now in excess of every individual. So, why mobile marketing is important? Because the time spent on mobile devices is increasing, not only of the adult people, but yes, nowadays even the children are spending lot of time on mobile, and that could be in the form for the purpose of entertaining themselves, or even for the purpose of getting informations, or reading or studying, or whatever purpose. Then mobile commerce and mobile marketing go hand in hand, because mobile marketing is not something which is done in isolation, because obviously nowadays you see that most of the people are switching their purchases from the physical platform to the digital platform. We are now more comfortable doing online shopping, and so e-commerce has a great role. And whenever the e-commerce concepts comes, obviously the companies would obviously leverage on the marketing activities too. Then shoppers, as I said, the shoppers are preferring to purchase from the home, from the convenience of their home, along with the people who are near and dear to him or her. So, that is one reason that mobile marketing is very much in nowadays. Then short message services open rate are much higher than email. I mean I may think twice to open an email, because I may feel that the content that is there in the email is could be long enough, and it would be time consuming. But to read a small message that has come up in my mobile, it would hardly take a second or two. So, it would be obviously I mean more effective. Then mobile marketing reaches a broader market, obviously, because you will be able to reach all the people who are using mobile, and it hardly matters that they are of which kind of which section of society. There are different methods of engaging people through the mobile marketing method. So, further I will like to share a small statistics over here, that according to an article published in CNBC in early 2019, it was said that almost 73% of internet users will access the web solely via smartphones by 2025. And in 2020, it was a study showed that 52% of web traffic from mobile devices was from mobile devices and not desktop. And so, you can see that in 2020 itself, it was somewhere around 52, more than half of the population were using the I mean using the internet, or using accessing to websites through the mobiles. Now, there has also been a forecast on the number of smartphone users, and you can see that this particular statistics was shared by Statistica.com, which said that in 2016 there were somewhere around 4,000 million smartphone users, while it has been forecasted that by 2026 the number of smartphone users will increase to 7,516 million all across the world. So, you can see that how the pace of growth of smartphone users is going up, and as the number of smartphone users will increase, obviously there would be a more and more opportunity for the marketers and the organizations. You can also see the mobile penetration worldwide over here, and you can see that India has a great penetration, and they are somewhere around 31.8% of smartphone penetration in the across the world, and with somewhere around 439.42 million smartphone users, and it is just the second after China. Now, why mobile marketing, how mobile marketing evolved, let us understand this, that somewhere around in 2000s the first mobile ad was shared via SMS, and then nothing stopped the mobile marketing practices after that. In 2002 the SMS becomes mass media, because it was during this period all across the world that the number of phone users were increasing worldwide. And then in somewhere around 2007 2008 the smartphone phone users also started increasing all across the world, and then in 2011 QR codes and the concept of push notifications became very popular. And then with 2015 you can see that MMS campaigns also became very popular. So, with this we need to also understand the components of mobile marketing. Mobile marketing basically provides lot of avenues, lot of ways through which the companies can decide that what are the ways through which they want to enter to reach their prospective customers. So, that can be done through the method of website, that can be done through the method of SMS and MMS messages, through mobile friendly advertising, through landing pages, friendly apps, and through other marketing technologies also. So, let us have a look of all of them one by one. So, SMS marketing. So, over here you can see the response rate of SMS marketing is 45%, it is very high. And what is SMS? It is basically short messaging service, that means a kind of text. It could be in any language, it could be English, Hindi, or any other local language, and it is a kind of small message, maybe of 60 to 80 words, or maybe even shorter than that also, which comes into a mobile and gives you a small insight of maybe insight of the information. It could be product related, it could be deal related, it could be offer related. For example, the SMS could come like 60% sale on this by this particular company. So, that would actually this small text would actually attract me and lucrate me, and would obviously provide me a link also, so that once I click that link I will be directed to go to that particular website. So, this a small message of let us 60% sale or 60% off or 40% off and just a link. So, this small text is something which is very easily readable by anyone, and gives you gives the market the opportunity to instantly to call for increase the call for action and for the respondent. Then we have lot of social media apps also on mobile marketing, on mobiles, and this is also one of the approaches of mobile marketing. So, social media apps could be any particular app of let us say Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter, or whatever. So, there is a lot of tendency of we individuals going on these social media platforms and checking it regularly. So, through these social medias also the companies can collaborate and post their advertisements, have their display advertisements on these particular social medias, so that once we are checking up the content of the social media, we keep in seeing the advertisements by other companies also on the social media platform. And also these the advertisements on social media platform are very picturesque. That means they have a small clip, a small picture, or a small video, kind of teaser or kind of such things, which is very attractive and on which we can click and then get directed towards the website. So, this is again very interesting, very engaging kind of method of the marketing. Then we have MMS, which is a multimedia marketing service, in which the messages are sent to the customers, but these messages are usually more of audio, video and image platform. So, it is a kind of a small teaser or audio that has been sent to you. It may convey certain message, it may contain certain information, and which since we human beings are gets more connected and more attracted towards these images and pictures, as we had discussed earlier also. So, this is also one of the very effective methods of reaching to the customer and conveying the information that we want to do. Then we have push notifications. Push notifications are again kind of SMS, small, but the content the content that is written in push notification is somewhat similar to call to action plans, where you are basically sending the message which is not just informative, but it is where you are asking the recipient of the message to do something. So something like uh, call at this number if you are interested in a job. So, probably this is a kind of push notification where you are asked to do something if you are interested for a job, or call for on this number, or click on this link if you are having a problem like this. So, whatever it is, or if you are looking for an educational institute, so whatever like this. So, this is kind of push notification where you are pushing the customer, where you are basically motivating him to do something. So, this is then we have app based marketing. App based marketing is basically a mobile platform based on e-commerce websites. So, any company can obviously think of coming up with their own apps also, because these applications are very mobile friendly. They provide an interface which is very good in terms of opening, in terms of responding, and it provides a very responsive kind of responsive, or the way people get connected to these apps are very good. So, any company can think of creating their own apps. However, they must take in consideration that if they are thinking of creating an app, the app should be very mobile friendly. It should not take time. The interface is very good. It is very well categorized. The pictures and everything is very responsive. So, app based marketing is also very much in, where many of the companies are nowadays coming up with their own apps for mobiles, specifically for mobiles. Now, then we have in-game mobile marketing. In-game mobile marketing is also known as mobile adware gaming and ad funded mobile games. Over here you might have I mean, obviously during the COVID periods there were lot many games, online games, I mean mobile games, which became very popular. So, whenever you are playing any kind of game on mobile, it could be any game, you might have seen that there are lots of ads which keep on coming in. That ad could be it could be in the form of a picture ad, or it could be a kind of video ad. So, basically that interrupts us, or that is a kind that restricts us for maybe a second or two, and in between we are forced to see that particular ad, because initially it does not provide us a skip ad option also. So, we are forced to see that particular ad when we are very much dedicatedly seeing that particular, or playing, or interested in playing that particular game. So, that is one of the very effective methods when the companies are basically giving information, or telling the customer about their products or services, by forcing themselves, forcing us to see their about their products in between the game apps that we are interested in. So, that is what is called in-game mobile marketing. Then we have QR codes. QR codes are basically kind of codes which has lot of details, and it is a kind of square black and white picture, which basically is an alternative of website. That means, as soon as you click on those QR codes, or you scan those QR codes, you directly get redirected to the website. That means, you do not actually need to go to type the complete URL or the domain name of the particular website. Even if you do not know, you need to just scan the QR code, and you will be redirected, or you will be able to access or open the website directly. So, this is also very much popular, because there are a lot of companies who are sending the QR codes through the digital platform and even through the print platform, and they ask you to scan it and then find out the details related to it. Then we have also some other methods which are which includes the Bluetooth method. So, Bluetooth method is basically a method, since Bluetooth is something that all of us know, that it is basically a radio based technology, where we get connected with the multiple devices, which are in proximity. So, Bluetooth method is one method in which as soon as the people who are in proximity to a particular device or the server who comes in closeness to you will automatically get connected, and you will be able to share the informations or details about the product, services or whatever with who are actually in the close by locations. So, this is one very popular method of advertising the products who are in your vicinity. Then you have a proximity service based on GSM also. So, this is basically again geo targeting kind of concept which is taken in consideration. That means when people are close to you, you can actually it however differs from Bluetooth, because in Bluetooth case you need to be close to a particular device with which you will get connected, and from that particular device you will get the information. So, you will get connected to that device, and then there will be an interchange of information that will happen. But in case of proximity services or location based services, which is that the GPS, in this you are not required to get connected to any device over here, just because you are, let us say, in a particular area. Let us say you are in a city, you are in a particular area where a doctor has particular kind of consultancy, or where there is an educational institute, or where there is a restaurant. So, probably all those people who are in that who are currently in that particular area will start getting messages, or will start getting offers or advertisement details related to that area. So, whomever is in that area, and if they are hungry, they can obviously check their websites and then get lucrated to go through their stores, or maybe shop from them. Then we have voicemails. Voicemails are basically where marketers send a voice SMS or pre-recorded messages without making any ring, or for advertising. So, this kind of messages are very popular for creating brand awareness, and is very popular for spreading some kind of information. That these kind of methods are very much used by the government also at times, when they want to spread some kind of information, because over here people will as soon as the I mean owner of the mobile will press the green button, he will start hearing a message which and there would be no disturbance in between. So, over here you can understand, after seeing that there are various methods of mobile marketing, you can understand that how popular mobile marketing strategy is, and the value of retail m-commerce sales across India has also increased drastically from 2015 to 2020, and you can see that in 2015 it was just 6.02 billion US dollar in India, while in 2020 it became 37.96. That means you can see that somewhere around 4-5 times there has been an increase in the value of retail sales through m-commerce. Now, coming to the advantages of mobile marketing, there are lots of advantages. As a result, it is becoming so popular. The first advantage is obviously the increased reach, because there are so many mobile users across the world today, and it is very easy to work, because this mobile marketing provides the marketers multiple touch point platforms, and over here it is very convenient for the customers also and marketers also to locate the mobile users according to the location, according to their preferences, and so, and there are a lot of very good engaging methods also, and the potential of getting these advertisements viral is also very high in comparison to any other device. So, so this is also leading to lot of popularity for the mobile marketing methods. Then the cost is very effective, and the returns are much higher in comparison to any other digital platform or the traditional methods. There are lots of benefits in terms of payment methods also, since there are a lot of banking apps and the payment apps also which are there on the mobile. So, it becomes very convenient for any of the consumer to do the e-shopping and then simultaneously do the payment also. And there is a lot of micro blogging facility also, that means the smaller content also can be created and customized as per the individual needs of the customers. And then we have a few disadvantages also of mobile marketing, because the mobile marketing provides I mean once any company has decided to do mobile marketing, they must understand that there are various kinds of platforms, there are various kinds of mobiles which are there in the market, and they have different kinds of operating systems, they have different kind of features. So, for any company to come up with a mobile marketing strategy, they must take in consideration the kind of phones that in which they want to get into, say for example, the Android, the other the iOS versions and others. So, so if they are coming up with an app or so, they need to understand that in which particular kind of mobile they want to appear into. Then there are a lot of privacy issues also, not only in terms of customers, but also for the organizations. And then navigation of mobile phone is very different from that of desktops. So, it is very important to understand. There are certain other aspects also which you as a student must understand. The future of mobile marketing is changing, and we are into an era where augmented reality is becoming it's actually become a reality, and people many of the companies have already started using it. Domino's has already started using it. Then hyper and local targeting or geofencing is also very much in, where the companies are basically targeting all the people who are into a particular geographical area. Then vertical videos and animations which are more mobile friendly is something very much in. Then voice search optimization methods, where optimization would not be on the basis of keywords, but on the basis of the voice of the respondent, of the consumer. This is also very much in. And user generated content campaigns needs to be shared and so that to optimize the campaigns. So, these are the future trends for mobile marketing which you must understand, and then only start with the mobile marketing campaign. So, with this I finish up my lecture over here. I hope this particular session of mine would have been a knowledge gaining session for you. For detailed understanding, you can go to these references. Thank you.